tanking is the real deal. We would just had this conversation regards to Giannis and the Bucks needing to tank. That being said, the Bucks have just gone 5 out of 6. They've won. They've gone to All-Star break. However, tanking is still in the NBA circles. Why? Well, the Jazz just got fined $500,000 for tanking. The Pacers got fined $100,000 for tanking. And it is a problem within the NBA. And the reason it's a problem within the NBA is because it's the integrity of the game. And that's exactly what Adam Silver has said when he came out. He goes, overt behavior like this prioritizes draft pick positions over winning, undermines the foundation of NBA competition, and we will respond accordingly to any further actions that compromise the integrity of our games. Now, Adam Silver is 100% correct when he says it impacts the integrity of the game. The problem is, how are you going to fix this? And if you're the Utah Jazz, there's a reason they're doing what they're doing. It's very simple. It's because they have draft picks that they've traded. If they get out of the top 8, their draft pick goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder. If they're in the lottery pick situation, they know worse will finish 8th, which means they will keep their draft pick. So you know exactly what Utah is doing. They're trying to make sure that their pick stays with them. If Adam Silver wants to figure out how to fix it, you shouldn't have all the draft picks with all these regulations and all that stuff in trades if you're that worried. I mean, think about the NBA in general. One of the reasons I think so many people that the NBA draft hasn't taken off like the NFL draft is because nobody knows who the picks belong to, when they come, what happens, who's got this, who can trade this, who can swap this, how it can play out. As a fan, nobody knows how to do that. And they don't know how to follow it. Like if you were asked 50% of the Bucks fans right now what the pick situation is and the swaps that they have with New Orleans, they wouldn't have a clue what's going on. And I don't blame them. Why would they? That's a June problem for everybody. They just know if the Bucks are bad, they're probably going to have a good draft pick. So when I look at this in general, the NBA has bigger problems finding these teams. What is it going to do? The Utah Jazz owner Ryan Smith responded Thursday night with an eye roll emoji and the agree to disagree, ... Also, we won the game in Miami and got fined. That makes sense. That was his tweet. And he's exactly right. But what's $500,000 to these NBA owners? Is it going to necessarily change the way they're thinking and their approach? No, they're just going to find a different way to do it. Jackson, who they traded for from Memphis, he's now out for the year with a surgery that needs to happen, who he might be injured. I'm not saying he's not, but like they'll find a different way to continue to tank. So as I look at this, and this is where my biggest question comes, should the Bucks tank or not? Because I think overall, when you look at the Bucks, there's two things they need to do. They need to evaluate the new players they have in Cam Thomas and Jang and what happens there. But they also need to somewhat tank so that they get a good draft pick. So they got to try to accomplish both to be able to set them up for what's next. On top of this, the freshman class that's in college basketball, in the college basketball world right now, is loaded with players that can make impacts. And these front offices want the draft picks to be able to make the picks so that they keep their jobs. Being in the college basketball world, I talk to a lot of scouts. That's exactly what they're thinking. It's the conversations they're having. A lot of them are like, we like where we're at. We're going to get an impact player. And that means their jobs are safe. All it takes is for you to hit on your draft picks to be safe a lot of times as far as the general manager goes. So overall, the NBA in general has a problem with tanking, and finding these teams is not going to fix it. You've got to fix the way you handle the draft and how you're swapping picks and the overall integrity of the game. Yeah, that is an issue. But again, you need to make sure you address that sooner with different ways. Be proactive, not reactive. I feel like the NBA is being very, very reactive and not proactive. That's a little Butchie's Den for you. Hit that subscribe button.